just me. Tales of a free ass spirit. I'm just me. I'm just me.
Hey everybody. Welcome back to 𝙲'𝙴𝚃𝚃, Tales of a Free Spirit. This is episode number 6. Y'all, this is crazy. I just cannot believe. Time is just going by so fast. We're almost done with this season. We don't even know what to do when we're done with this season, but we're almost done. Oh my God, y'all. We met some, what should I call them? The little boys we met. We met some little kids the other. Well, they're not kids. They're like our nephews. We met them at the park the other day. It was so funny. They had Tito's and weed and stuff. It was fun. It was cute. It was lit. Ready? To calm my nerves. Clink, clink. Y'all taking a shot. Shots up. But they were so cute. They were just walking. And Shay and I was at the park. And they sat down with us for about an hour and was drinking and stuff. And then both of them, right? Neither one of them have ever seen the movie Faculty. So Shay and I was like, oh my gosh, you got to come over. We got to show you the movie Faculty. But you know how we be drunk over me and stuff. But yeah, he did end up texting you, right? But you know, we ended up doing other stuff. Okay, so I guess over the weekend, our weekend was pretty chill. What did we do? We went out. Did we go out this weekend? Friday? I don't even remember. We didn't do nothing Friday. Saturday, Saturday was Saturday. Lanisha came over. We went to the park. Went to the Lake Calhoun. Got drunk there. And then came back to the house and was drinking and stuff. Shauna came through, and then yesterday was Mother's Day, so we ended up going to Shay Mom's house, kicked it over there, had a time. It was lit. It was a pretty chill weekend. We didn't really do too much. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and keep it going, Shay. Cue the cute questions. All right, let's see. Fuck, marry, kill, Prince, Michael Jackson, or Marvin Gaye. This is a tough one. All right, so I'd have to... I think I'd marry Michael Jackson. I'd fuck Prince because he's like kinky and freaky and stuff. And I'll have to kill Marvin Gaye. I don't know. They all already dead, huh? Rest in peace. But yeah, Prince, that's my guy. And Michael, I feel like Michael's super, super talented. And I can never marry him. He'll never be a one-night stand. So yeah, that's my husband. And Marvin Gaye, dang. That was difficult. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead, and I'm ready to get to the key with a cocktail because we got some things to talk about, okay? We're taking shots of Southern Comfort. This is what we've been drinking over the weekend. Chasing it with the water. And yeah, I'm about to pour it. Shay, you want a double shot right now? I need one because y'all know I be nervous. Okay, so... I don't think I'm gonna be loyal with the whole Baddies thing because I just can't. I can't with Rolly, and I just can't with Natalie. And then for the Africa, everybody's not even gonna be on there. Tasiki's not gonna be on there. Anna was on the first episode, but I don't think she's gonna be on there because she was talking about how she left. I don't think Diamond, none of the people that I would watch this show to see are even gonna be on there. So I don't really find a point to continue it. But I did watch the first episode. It was stupid. Rolly's getting on my nerves per usual. She's just Rolly, you're annoying. I don't like that. To me, it's trying to be Natalie 2.0. And Natalie was I think she was on some heavy drugs this episode because she was tripping. But yeah, and Anna and Natalie fought. That was crazy. Natalie looked really cute. Natalie looked pretty. But yeah, they fought, and it was just giving Anna didn't care. Like, it was just giving Anna was just there just to be there. Like, she wasn't really fazed by anything that was going on. And then I was peeping how Anna was saying, they told me not to touch you, so I guess she was supposed to not. She wasn't supposed to fight Natalie, but Natalie was initiating it, so she was like, "Let's go." But I just kept hearing Anna say, "They told me not to touch you, so I'm ready to fight." Da 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 da. And Scotty and Natalie got into it over, Natalie calling Scotty ugly last season. We all know Scotty's not ugly, so. But yeah, that was a thing, and then Natalie ended up storming off, and Rolly called herself trying to go off on Scotty about Natalie and saying how Scotty was. First of all, I just didn't agree with that whole dialects conversation, because I don't think that Scotty was, and I don't even like Scotty. I don't like her, but I don't think that she was in the wrong to Natalie. Like, I feel like Rolly was just sucking Natalie's dick per usual. And I feel like, yeah, you should have been going off on Natalie instead of going off on Scotty. Like, Scotty was just literally defending herself. Oh, so y'all know there's a whole nother season or series that's starting up. It's called Baddies Gone Wild. And Nicki Minaj's little sister, Ming Lee, she is so cute. She looks just like Nicki Minaj. But I guess she's going to be on that show too. And the girl is only 19, so how is that going to work? I tried to watch that episode. They were fighting. They bought Ming Lee in like she was a celebrity guest or whatever, but she's going to be living in the house. But like the way they introduced her to all the other girls, it was like she's a celebrity guest. So maybe because, I don't know if it's because she's 19 or if because she's Nicki Minaj's sister, but I think they're going to try to like keep her, I don't know, like above everybody else. But she seems like she's gonna be fun. I don't think that she should do the show. I think she's above the show, but that's just my opinion. And yeah, the girls on there, it seems like it's another baddie show. They're all trying to fight for no reason. So I don't think I'm gonna be watching that. But yeah, it was a waste of my time. But if you guys like it, go ahead and watch it. But I don't know, I might dip in and out here and there. What I'm going to be getting into, though, is the Diddy trial. That's what I'm going to be following. We only upload every week, once a week. So if I just find something that's imperative, then I'll do a little interruption. But other than that, yeah, I'm only going to be able to update you guys once a week. But right now, they just finished with the jury selection. It's 18 people, 12 actual jurors, and 6 replacements. And I was right about them all being from New York. They're like all from like either upstate, Brooklyn, I think, just all different parts of New York. So yeah, they're all from there. And they range from, I think the youngest is like 30 or 31 and up to like 69 years old. There's 8 men, 4 women. And yeah, the prosecution the defense is going to be going hard on Cassie. They said that they're going to be basically trying their hardest to discredit Cassie. They want to have the defense be, oh, this was his lifestyle, him swinging and all that. So they're trying to say like the sex workers and stuff, it wasn't trafficking. They were just swinging. It was all consensual. So in that, they're going to try to discredit, all that stuff, all the illegal shit. They're trying to make it seem like it was all consensual. So I don't know. The defense seems kind of weak, but I read or heard or watched that they were allowing all the sex freak offs and all, the parties, all the videos and stuff in as evidence. But then I heard from another source that they're not. So I don't know. But as far as once I heard that, I haven't heard it again. So I don't know if I 100% believe that. Plus, today when I was listening in, they said that that the defense is really upset about having the video be shown of Puffy beating the fuck up out of Cassie. And one of the jurors, I think, had to step down because she admitted that she had saw the video, or it was something along the lines of either her husband or somebody worked on a previous case of Diddy's back when, I don't know if y'all remember, but back when he was barely getting discovered, and this is around the time when he was with Heavy D and shit, and he did that big old huge concert at the college, and all them people got killed. So one of the jurors' husbands or wife, I don't know which, if it was a woman or a man, but that spouse worked on that case. So they ended up having to take that juror off because it was like, conflict. But yeah, so I don't know. We're just, I guess they just did the jury selection, and yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait and see when this actual shit starts. But I'm definitely here for it. They said that all of Puffy's family was there, his mom, all his kids, except for the little baby girl. Oh, the dude, Lil Rod, the one that I guess had a lawsuit against Puffy too, he was there. So yeah, it was thick up in there. So yeah, it's definitely finna be a huge thing. So I'm definitely finna be in watching it. I wish I can go to New York. I wish I could be in there, but I can't. But yes, I'm definitely here for it. Okay, so whatever I said last week about a Michael, it isn't the same this week, and that's all I'm gonna say about that, y'all. Okay, so like I'm like going through, like a breakup, heartbreak, whatever you may call it, and like I don't really want to date for real, but like I wouldn't mind. But it's hard. Like I feel like it's hard for me to really just like anybody. Like I think I don't know. I just think that it's like I be wanting to like, okay, I don't really just want to date seriously right now because I got other shit going on in my life. But I wouldn't mind it if it just happened. But I feel like it's hard for me to like entertain anybody for real. Like I was like entertaining this one person, and I was kind of mean to him the other night, but yeah. But no, it's like, I don't know. It's like I want to date, but I don't want to date. And then I feel like if I do date, I don't want to be like, I don't want to give myself fully to people. I just want to like, have fun. I don't know. I'm confusing. But I just feel like, is this how it is in the dating world? Like, I feel like I just haven't been like available to like, I haven't been just single in a really long time. Even when I was single back in the day, I really wasn't. So it's just like, is this what the dating life is like? You don't like anybody that's hitting on you, and then the ones that you do like don't seem to want to chase you. I don't know. But whatever. I'm just going to be single for the rest of my life. It is what it is. All right, so let's go to the next segment. My favorite one, Into the Stars. Okay, so we had to take a little break because so I'm over here thinking that we had one more planet to do today, which is Jupiter, my favorite planet, Sagittarius' ruling planet, as well as Pisces. But no, we never did Venus, so next week is Venus, and then we'll be done and get to move on to other things. So yeah, we did record a Venus episode, but it's not gonna air. That's not gonna air. But yeah, so I'll be doing Venus next week and we'll be done. So this is the second to the last planet for Into the Stars, and it's Jupiter and how it's ruled over Thursday. And again, I'm not an encyclopedia. I wrote this down, and I literally did all this morning because I was tired last night, y'all. But anyways, so Jupiter. You know what annoys me about myself is that I scribble, and I never can read my own handwriting. It's so annoying. But anyways, so the Latin name for Thursday is Divus Lovis. And basically it means day of Jupiter. And Jupiter is associated with wisdom, generosity, and good luck. It's basically it's a social planet. Oh. So from the Roman mythology, so the god of the god's name was Jupiter or whatever, and Jupiter was the god of sky and thunder, lightning, victory, and the protector of the Roman army, and the king of gods. So basically, Jupiter was like that HNIC. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Thor. That's basically Thor is the god of thunder in like the Norse, the Viking times. So that's basically he rules. That's the planet Jupiter. That's so think of Thor, and when you think of Thor, think of Jupiter. And when you think of Jupiter, think of Sagittarius. It's me, okay? But yeah, so so basically Jupiter, the Roman god of thunder, his name is Jupiter for the Roman, and yeah, so he was the head nigga in charge. For the Greek mythology, their god of thunder and it was Zeus. So everybody knows Zeus. If you've seen Hercules, you know Zeus is that head HNIC. He was like the god of the gods. So basically that's what Zeus was. That's what he represents. So yeah, the ruler of Mount Olympus, that's Zeus. The head nigga in charge, god of all the gods, Zeus. Now, for the Egyptian, and I'm kind of speeding through this because I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory. I feel like everybody, y'all should know, if you're like really a number one boo and you're really paying attention, you guys know like I'm doing all the gods from the Greek, Egyptian, and the Roman mythology. So you guys already know like they're all the same gods. I just like to explain them from those 3 points of views, except for Egyptian. Egyptian is always a little different. So I'm going to get to the Egyptian part. So now the Egyptian one is a little different because they don't go like how the Greek and the Roman go by the days of the weeks and stuff. Egyptian doesn't do that. So it was a little bit not difficult, but it was a little bit more like I had to explain it a little better for the Egyptian part. So the Egyptian god of air and creation. Okay, so his name was Amun-Ra. So basically there are 2 gods fused into one. So Amun was the god of air and creation, and Ra, R-A, was the sun god. And so like in the creator of all gods. And so putting them together, it calls for that God to be more of a supreme deity. So he was like the head. So that God is like the head HNIC. That's why Amun-Ra. That's like the HNIC. He was basically equal to Zeus. So that's how I look it up. Because honestly, in another life, I need to get the symbol tatted on me. But I honestly used to think that I really, really, really like felt a connection to the goddess of the night sky, which is Nut. Nut. That's how you say the name, I believe. But yeah, she's like a bad bitch. She's the god of like all the night sky, anything under the sky, she was the goddess of. And when I was looking this up, I was like, okay, I had to just be a little specific because Egyptian, they have different goddesses and goddesses for like specific things. And so I just wanted to make sure that I knew that wasn't the goddess that I was looking for. So I just have to be more specific in picking like what I'm looking for when it comes to Egyptian part, because they have a lot of different gods and goddesses. And I don't want to give you guys a different god or goddess when I'm comparing it to Zeus or just Greek or Roman. So, but yeah. So those are the 3 gods of, so basically all 3 of them are the gods of thunder, creation, all that types of things. And how it relates to Thursday is, so Thursday is the day to embrace your optimism, to be positive, have positive thinking, and focus on your personal growth. Give thanks for all the blessings that you have in your life. Also, I had read that in Hinduism, and there's other religions too that was popping up, but I just wrote down Hinduism, that they use Thursdays to fast. Oh, to fast and for others, like certain rituals. Like they save that day for Thursday because Thursday to them was a day to do that, like for personal growth and positive and focusing on your, yourself. So yeah, they use Thursdays for that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, so that's pretty much how it goes hand in hand. That's pretty much all I got. But yeah, so Thursday is my favorite day of the week because I know it's ruled by Jupiter, and my planet, my sun sign is Sagittarius, so that's the planet. Jupiter rules Sagittarius or whatever. So I just think it's kind of cool because as a Sagittarius, I'm naturally lucky. I feel like I'm naturally positive. People are always saying how I'm just like a positive Patty. I'm always looking at the glass half full, which I really do look at the glass half full. And I just kind of, it's always funny when I think about it like that because it's like, damn, that's really how they describe Jupiter. So, yeah. That's all I got for Thursday and how it's ruled by Jupiter and how it goes hand in hand. But yeah, so next week we're going to do Venus, which is the love planet. So that's going to be interesting. But all right, so we're going to go ahead and keep the show going. Shay, cue the kinky questions. Speaking of Beyonce, did y'all see Blue and Rumi? Oh, I just live for them. I love it. Tina, Beyonce's mom, I personally think she's mean, but I just love that she just shows, her family and all that. So cute. How many one night stands have I had? Too many to count, baby. In Texas? Let me think. I've had a lot. I'm 35, I've had quite a bit. I've had in a couple different states. So yeah, it's definitely, but it was quite a bit, I was promiscuous and curious. So yeah, I don't know. Too many to count. Now it's time to get to the final segment of the episode. This is the point where I, a free spirit, tells a tale. And the tale that I'm going to tell you guys is the time where I tried to eat vagina. So anyways, this is what happened. I was working at a job in Texas, and a coworker of mine, she's really, really cool. And she's really pretty girl. I think she was a couple years older than me. At the time, I was probably in like my late 20s. Around this time, late 20s. And we ended up hanging out after work. And we went to like a bar. Went out, had a ball. So if you're familiar with Fort Worth, Texas, there's a university, a street where it's like nothing but bars and clubs and food. Like, it's just a lit place. So that's where we was at. We was bar hopping over there. So you already know how drunk we got, okay? So after that, we didn't want the night to end. So we ended up going back to her place because she had I feel like we went to a friend's house and was drinking there. And then we went back to her place and we continued drinking there. So this is after we went bar hopping, went to someone's house, and then went back to her house. So we was lit. And yeah, she was really, really pretty. And like to play, have fun, or whatever. And yeah, so I don't really remember how it happened, but we started kissing and things that girls do. Okay, so we get into the room. Yeah. So we're like doing like, the good sexual foreplay and stuff, right? And then so I'm like on top of her and I'm like, doing my thing and kissing all over her. And I just love, like, girls are just so much fun. So it's just like, I be having a ball when I be with girls. Like, it's just cute. I'm not like all the way gay, but I'll do it for the day. But anyways, shut up, Shay. So we ended up, so I'm on top of her, and then I'm like going lower, because I'm like, me, I'm about it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I realize who I am, and I'm like, oh shit, I really got to do it. So like I get to like a part of her body where I'm like, fuck, I got to really go down there. And I remembered I felt like I sobered up. And I really just sobered up because I got nervous. I'm like, I never went down on a girl before. I don't know. And I take pride on being good sexually. So just that was in the back of my head too. Like, I'm probably not going to do a good job. I don't know if I really want to do it. But I really do. I did want to do it. Like, I don't know. So I get down there and then so she like takes her pants off. And then so her vagina just really wasn't that pretty to me. So that's another thing too. Like, if I'm gonna go down on you, you have to have a pretty vagina. Like, I can't. Like, your vagina has to be pretty. I can't. But anyways, hers wasn't just horrible, but it wasn't like, no. So I remember, like, you know how you do like the kiss all around it. So I'm doing that because I'm trying to work my way up to like, right? So now it's just her pussy's in my face is in her pussy. So I stick my tongue out. I literally did this. I swear to God, right hand to God, I'm not lying. This is exactly what I did. I did 2 licks. And I went right the fuck back up. I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do it. And it's just like, I didn't know what I was doing. And then, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I felt like inadequate. I couldn't go through with it. And it was cool. We finished out the rest of the night. It was fine. But like, it was just the fact that she'll probably always look at me. If she watches this episode, if she's going to be like, this bitch. I remember that night. But just know, Samantha, you were the first girl I ever attempted to do that on. So I didn't know what I was doing. But, yeah, so it sucked. But I really did try. I don't know. But honestly, like, I feel like I will do it one day, maybe. I don't know. But I wouldn't mind doing it. You just have to have a pretty vagina. Like, I don't know. I have to see the vagina before I go down there. I ain't even gonna lie. If it's looking like roast beefy or like bony or like, I can't. If your clitoris is bigger than the fucking pussy itself, I'm not fucking with it. Like, it has to look like mine. Or Shay. That's what happened. So yeah, it was just 2 little licks. I've never done it. No, I never did. But I might. So hopefully, maybe in the future, if I have a crazy night and I do it, then I'll tell you guys about it. You don't think I'm gonna do it? Why? I will. No, you're gonna have the same reaction. No, I won't. I promise. Okay. I'm gonna do it. She don't have no faith in me, but I am gonna do it. I just, I'll do it. I have to look at the vagina prior, I think. And then I can't think about it. Like, I have to just do it. I can't think about it. I'm such a princess. But no, I want to do it. I want to try it because I feel like, I'm not a selfish fucker, But before we go, we're going to do my second or third favorite part of this segment of this podcast. And it's to do the quote. And this is something that's definitely has been resonating with me for a long while. The reason why I picked this quote is because I am having, just like any other family, I'm having some speed bumps with a couple of family members. And it's not anything crazy or bad or just like outlandish. It's just, it's, we're family. So shit happens and we disagree on things. And, you know, so, and it's not even just family, it's friends too. I just wanted to share with you guys because I promised you I would be honest with you guys. So that's what I'm doing. And hopefully, you guys can relate, and hopefully you guys will make that change to be better or confront the person you need to confront, or whatever, you know. But I gotta find it. That's why I'm rambling, because I ain't. People who lack accountability will often avoid responsibility and shift the blame to you. Manipulation is when they always get upset with you every time you tell them what they did to upset you. Now, I'm going to give you, when I found this quote or this saying, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to tell you exactly what popped up in my head that made me be like, it's resonated with me. So I had a situation with a family member, right? And we are close. Close, right? We're blood. And over the years, we would have little arguments, petty stuff, you know. Maybe petty to that person, may not be petty to me, or it could be petty to me. You know, it's just what we will have issues. And I will find myself, because I'm somebody, if I don't know that you're upset with me, I can't read your fucking mind. But if I'm upset with you, or if I feel like if I know if I love you enough to care, we got to figure something out. You know, like I can't, that's just how I am. Like I want to get to the bottom of whatever's bothering you and whatever bothering me, because I love this relationship enough to, and that's not just in an intimate, that's in my friendship, that's in my family, and that's in my relationship. That's literally, you know. And as I get older, you know, with the people that I love, it really matters to me, you know. So this particular family member, that's how, because this person is my blood, that's how I always approach this person. Whatever this person did, anything for the most part that upset me, I will let this person know, right? And it will always end up with me apologizing. I'll have to apologize because, and then back then, there wasn't words like gaslighting or narcissistic or accountability. Like those words wasn't in my vocabulary to be like, oh, you're X, Y, and Z, you know? But yeah, so whenever they would do anything that would like annoy me or upset me or hurt my feelings, I would tell them. And usually 10 times out of 10, I'm always left being the one that will have to, that's always apologizing. And, you know, whatever. But as I got older, that started to bother me. Like, why am I apologizing for feeling how I'm feeling? Like, you did whatever you did, and I don't want to just make it seem like this person just always did me. I done things that made that person mad, but the difference is that I will let that person feel how they want to feel, and I would apologize for it, and let's move past it. But for me, and this is just this one specific person, it was very rare that person ever showed accountability or ever apologized or even let me go through my emotions of feeling how I decided, how that person made me feel. So fast forward to last year. This is how recent this shit was, okay? So fast forward to last year. So me and this person, we had a falling out over differences of opinions. And it sucks because it just happened at a fucked up time, you know? But it happened. And so we went some years without talking, right? And then so last year, when I was going through what I was going through, we rekindled. We talked, and I opened up and I told this person something that was very personal. But at the same time, it was personal, but it was like the people that meant the most to me already knew. So it wasn't like that person was the only person I was telling. But nonetheless, we had a conversation and we had an understanding. And that person broke my trust. Literally like in 5 minutes. So so it wasn't even that person did what they did. So cause me being Darnella Jean, I'm the same girl from Glenwood, okay? I called this person and I was like, hey, you did X, Y, and Z. I didn't appreciate that. That hurt my feelings. I thought we were like, I explained, and then this person had the nerve to tell me, well, just block me then. Like, So, and me being me, I'm like, no. Like, we're not gonna keep doing that. Like, you're my da 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 da, I love you. But at the same time, you're going to let me feel how I feel, and you're not going to turn it around and make me feel bad for some shit you did to me, So that situation, and I know it probably doesn't really make sense to y'all because I'm like not saying what happened and whatever, but that situation really resonated. That quote really resonated with me because of that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people in my life and probably in your life or wherever that you probably even realize they do it. I didn't realize that person was doing that shit to me for years until I became a grown ass woman who just didn't give a fuck anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of people that will make you feel some kind of way. Like, you can't get mad at my reaction to some shit that you did. You know what I mean? Just how if I was to do the same shit to you, you are gonna make sure I feel it. And I'm gonna be, hopefully, if I feel like I was wrong, I'm gonna be apologetic about it. But my whole thing is, I'm done. And I'm tired of being that person that has to apologize for feeling a type of way. And I'm done with and I'm tired of hanging around friends, family members that do weird shit and don't want to be held accountable for it. Like, I'm just not I'm in my mid 30s, and a lot of these motherfuckers that I'm talking about are also in their mid 30s. And I just think that I'd rather cut you off and keep it moving than for you to come back around me and act like you didn't just do some weird shit a couple of days ago, a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago. Like, we need to have a conversation about it at this point. And if we're gonna have a conversation and you want to patronize me about it, then I can't fuck with you. But that's just where at the end of the day, it all comes from just people not wanting to take accountability or being afraid to be held accountable for the actions. And I just think I'm at a point in my life where if I have to be held accountable, if I have to be held accountable for the fuck shit that I did in my life or the fuck shit that I do when I hurt somebody's feelings or whatever the case may be, then I deserve the same exact shit. If you can come to me and say, DJ Darnella, you did X, Y, and Z to me and I didn't like it, or I felt like you were in the wrong for da 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 da, then I think I deserve the same shit. And if we're friends, like I think we are, then we'll go through it, get through it, and move past it. If we're family, we're going to get through it, go through it, and move past it. But we have to go through it and get through it to get past it. And if I can't go through it to get through it, then I'm going to resent you. So that's just where I'm at with it. And there's some other situations that have happened too, but I'm not gonna get into it, whatever. But yeah, I feel like in my personal life, in my love life, in my friendships, yeah, I think that and it's not just them doing shit to me. I've had a really tough conversation a few months back about, you know, some shit that I really had to come to terms with. And even if I felt like that person, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't think that everything that person said was valid, but I listened and I took it. And some of that shit hurt, but I took it and I listened, and I did not want her to feel like her shit wasn't valid to feel that way. And I just want the same. I just want the same thing. Like I want the same thing. And if I can't get the same thing, then we don't need to be together. Whether we're friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Like I don't want you in my life, because I'm at an age now where like we gotta talk. Shay, what I be saying? We gotta talk it out, baby. Like we gotta talk about it, because I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do the non. I can't do it. And don't play me like I'm fucking stupid. So that's pretty much where that that's where that quote came from. Just, you know, people being held accountable, people taking accountability, and don't be gaslighting or making me feel like I'm wrong to say that my feelings are hurt, or I feel like you are wrong for X, Y, and Z. I guess that's it. That's all, y'all. This was cute. I always have a really, really good time. And this is like, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's like my therapy away from home, because, you know. So, yeah. I love you. I live for you. And remember, it's C'est la vie. Tales of a free spirit. Love you. Bye.